palpable between a headset and. Okay, I'm starting the broadcast. I'm inviting you as a player to the broadcast. Play it together.
Then I can get that headset immediately. If you
Get it? You have a headset.
I mean, I'll have to order it immediately, but
Just let's forget. Do it after we do the stream. Okay, I'm starting now. Okay,
we have three people walking
yeah,
around.
yeah. So I mean, let's start off fluid. Hi everybody. I'm Rahul. I'm here with Rahul. We're both veteran. I won't call us. I mean, we're both really hardcore gamers, and we've been so from a young age.
I am, and you look relatively
Correct, correct. I would agree on that.
you're turning into a professional video creator right now, and this thing is one of the reasons why you become a serious gamer.
Fair enough. Yeah. So I mean, like, let's talk about this game, man. Yakuza Zero. I think it is for those who are curious about this. It is chronologically the first game in the series, and also, I mean, it gives you a really good, grip onto what the story has to offer and what the series has to offer to you. So it's actually the perfect game to start off. So I mean, I recommend this to everybody. Also, the first game I played. I don't think it's the first game you played, Rahul. Is it?
In the Yakuza series,
Correct. So what was the first game you played? Interesting. So I mean, this is one of the best intros I've ever seen, man. I think the soundtrack and everything. Even though I know you are a bigger fan of Bubble as compared to this particular one.
as I said,
Just a second. Just the number on us people on our stream has gone to 1. Why is that the case? Have you exited the stream by any chance?
they do for me, not one.
Oh, no worries then. So yeah, you were saying about how you like Bubble.
Yeah, I prefer Bubble because the if you look at if you know Japanese and if you heard the lyrics, they perfectly encapsulate the time period in which this game is set in.
Which was during the 92 economic crisis in Japan, right?
No, it was before that. It was in 1988.
No, the game is set in 1988, but it's a reference to the 92 crisis. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's reference to the 1988 bubble wherein
Basically the high life of the 80s, which is similar to the roaring 20s in the United States.
the roaring.
Pardon?
Yes, the 80s to Japan was what the 20s were to the US.
Correct, yeah.
In a way.
So, I mean, this game starts off a little slow. I'll just warn the players. I mean, I didn't find it slow. But I assure you, within the first chapter, you will be sucked into the game. Like, it's not possible to not be sucked into the game once you finish the first chapter. So, are you excited, Rahul?
I am. Are you?
Of course, I mean, the
How do
moment.
you feel about the?
I mean, I'm actually very happy that we actually took this step because, we've been gaming for a long time and we've seen the situation what gaming within our country, and it is sad to say the least. I mean, we've both talked about it enough.
この街で喧嘩売んならちゃんと相手
Spoken
をや
about
ろう
it enough, and
大金
let's
持ち
set
歩い
the
てる時
pace.
特にね
I mean, we have to let our viewers know, and I know somebody who will play right now.
Correct. So I mean, like, I just see a lot of people playing very mainstream games. Like they'll play their FIFAs and their
And
CODs.
Call of Duty, you can Call of Duty handle the games. At this point, they know how bad playing video games.
Yes, yes. I mean, they do not compare in depth and personality to games such as Yakuza, but
It's incomparable.
correct.
It's no reference to
So I mean, let's talk about Kamurocho a bit. I mean, Kamurocho is, as I think, once you had mentioned, it's a character in itself within the game. So you have anything to say about
こん
Kamurocho?
な時間さすびら切ったってタクシー捕まんないんだから
the too early in the day to talk about any of the like,
いいから拓大出してよ
people who were working.
あじゃあさプラザのスイートでも取るよだから俺と朝までねえね
Yeah. problem, but
なんだてめえ言ってんだよ
the character.
And I'm extremely hyped to see Kiryu. I mean, young Kiryu is just. I mean, for the people who don't know, Yakuza 0 is not chronologically. It is chronologically for the first game, but not in terms of release date. It actually came out in 2017, and
ちゃんと謝れっつうんだよ
yeah, my bad.
And it came out in 2017, January 2017 in the West. And
Correct.
identify with the West was
Unfortunately, because if we hadn't been, we would have been playing Kenzen Orishin today.
primarily because name of franchise in Russian and not Japanese. But we have the privilege of playing this game in Japanese with subtitles, and I think the best way to consume
Correct. And one more thing is that both of us, I think we've taken a keen interest in Japanese culture. At least I can speak for myself that when I say that playing this particular game has actually generated within me a very keen interest of Japanese culture, and I've actually done some independent research on that as well. And to this point that both of us we both actually try to understand the language. I mean, that's a tough task.
よう頼んでおいた仕事どう
Yeah, I mean, even the locals are
封筒が
not that.
このままでいいですか
learning Russian was a
そんなこと気にしないでいい
that was before I
むき出しだろう金は金だからね
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about how much effort you want to put in, and considering the amount of Japanese games we play, I mean, of every
ご苦労さん
2 out of 3 games that I'm playing nowadays are Japanese. So, I mean, there is a lot of merit to learning the language.
いやそれは
取り版が常識のこのご時世安い取り分でやってもらってんだ普通なら本職の人にこんな安い額の取り立て頼めないからね
でも
I mean, like I can't even explain how how in the dark everybody is about how good this game is. Like it's extremely tough for me to just tell someone how good this game is, because there's just so many things. I mean, there's so many things about the game, man. I mean, every frame of this game is brilliantly made. Like for example, I like these small comics they put in the middle, like these strip comics that actually add a lot of depth to the whole. And depth and variety actually to the whole experience.
なあ
まあ
俺も長いことこの街で金貸しやってるからよくわかる今の世の中金の本当の価値が分かってるやつなんてほとんどいやしないその点学のない君の方が高学歴の若造よりよっぽど分かってる気がする
And
そうじゃない
so I mean, if for people who want some kind of a context and what's happening, so
それじゃこれ
Kiryu Kazuma, he's the main character. So we have 2 main characters in this game.
なあ
we're not we're not
うちに来ねえか
Ah, fair enough.
君のレップしならヤクザやるよりもっと簡単にもっと多くの金が稼げる
but
いい飯腹いっぱい食っていい女を好きなだけ抱けるそれだけじゃない金さえあれば
I
不
doubt,
幸な
man.
人
Like,
間を幸せにすることすらできる
the outrage of this game in India.
ヤクザは下積みが長え
Excuse me.
手っ
So
取り早く
the
のし上がるにはうちに来て稼ぐってのも
awareness of
いい
this
選択
game
だ
is
と思うん
so
だ
lacking in this country. I mean, this game is so brilliant. It should be talked about in the same breath as games like Zelda or say God of War. But I mean, no one talks about this
時間
because
を巻き戻す
I don't know. First of all, people have this aversion towards non-dubbed versions of these games. For example, Persona 5, which is another game, which is
誰
a
かを
brilliant game.
幸せにすることなんて
There's just more people who play it because it has an English dub, and it's just really sad that people actually want that as a criteria to
俺はヤクザになった
decide
こ
whether
と
they're
ね
playing
え
a
か
game
ら
or
わ
not.
からね
I, on the other hand, like for example, in Ghost of Tsushima, if you've played the game, have you played that game, Rahul?
not yet.
So in that game, you can choose between Japanese and English audio.
偉そう
You can choose that in the latter.
めんどくさい
And that was a great addition for me, as a player, I do look forward to.
You get that option.
I do love the prospect of learning something new and experiencing a new language. I mean, it's always something that I look forward to, and that's something I really appreciate about these games. Like, and like look at this animations, man. Like they're just they're so anime. This hasn't like they are very much anime in nature, but they have their own style. Correct. Shit, dude, I can't believe this is the Dragon of Dojima right in front of us. And he looks like a kid, man. The legendary Dragon of Dojima. Yeah, Toshihiro Nagoshi, right, if I'm not wrong. I always end up getting his name wrong. But I'm very happy I didn't get it wrong this time around. So, yeah, and another senior developer at Sega left actually. However, Sega, I mean, Ryuga Gotoku claims that they're gonna keep releasing more Yakuza games. So, I believe Yakuza Like a Dragon 2, which is a sequel to Ichiban Kasuga's story, is already in the works. There is going to be a follow-up to the Judgment series as well. However, I don't know if you know about this, Rahul. There is actually some kind of dispute going on between the voice actor of Yagami and Ryuga Gotoku Studio. Yeah. So the voice actor apparently is managed by an agency who have some kind of exclusivity on marketing, so they don't even allow his name to be put on, say, small things like, you know. It's sad, dude. Like, he was a great actor, but I think he just got into the wrong agency. So this is the first chapter.
The wrong agency. It's when you sign up, you have the policies and you have to uphold those policies.
Correct, but it's very sad to see a series like that come to end. And here we have the classic, the all-classic, the Kamurocho Gate, man. This is one of the most iconic locations in the game.
What do you think about
I mean, see, Kiryu always seems like a very straightforward character in terms of complexity. I mean, it's very easy to predict what he will do in a certain situation. On the other hand, Majima, a character who will be introduced later, he definitely had more complexity as a character. But that doesn't take away from how much I enjoyed watching Kiryu as a character. He was definitely one of the perfectly done voice acting wise as well. But yeah, you have made that clear multiple times. However, for me, I think just, you know, having been with Kiryu as a character for so much longer than Majima, I think that has just cemented that bond, so to speak. Oh, I love the soundtracks, man. Unfortunately, this is not there in the original soundtrack, like this one. It always plays before like big confrontations. Not that this is a big confrontation for Kiryu who's gonna beat their ass, but yeah, it's just like so for people who don't know, you have like 3 different playing styles in this game. They all have their unique abilities. So you start off with Brawler. So that's your basic beat 'em up style. It's basically Kiryu's basic style. There's also a good touch is that a different soundtrack plays depending on the style you play. And there's a hidden mode actually called the Dragon mode. So within that, I think of the soundtrack play which plays, and that is one of my favorites. So Rahul, yeah, what do you have to say about these soundtracks, man? They're really killer, aren't they? And they're so well done, and I think they really fit the scene as well. I mean, after playing Yakuza, so I recently finished Yakuza 4, and the game that I played before that was Yakuza 3. So while playing those games, after playing those games, I'm really appreciating the graphics of Yakuza 0, man. Like, these are really beautiful graphics, man. It's really good to see Kamurocho in such a good engine. Yeah. Correct. No. I'm just trying, bro. I mean, see, since we get to see Kamurocho in like standard definition, or like, yeah. I just realized that. Okay. So quickly get this done. I mean, at this point we're playing on Legend too. I don't think we need to see all these things, but. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, right now I'm just so excited, man. Like, I think once we move a little further into the game, I'll focus a little more on the gaming aspect. But right now, I just want to talk about this game, man. Like, this game has just been so close to my heart. It's a really beautiful game, and like, for me, like, dude, the first fight itself I was in, I've heard people find it difficult to stick to this game for the beginning part as well, and I can understand why.
I mean, your brother did that.
Yeah, that was extremely sad, man. I felt like disowning him for a while there, but I mean, I do understand why someone would not want to continue.
相変わらず容赦ねえな。
Somebody will not
錦
bring a
おめえいつまで経っても来ねえから
Nishiki
待
is
ち合
here.
わせすっぽかされたかと思ったよ。
How, man? What is your opinion of Nishiki, Rahul?
逆だ。おめえがなかなか来ねえからこうやって時間潰してたんじゃねえか。
I really like Nishiki as a character, man. Like I was,
おとなしくヘルスにでも行けってろ。
and he's
ガキじゃあるめえ
he's
し
good in this game. I mean, for people who don't know, he is a recurring character
相
in
変わらず
further
硬い
games,
ね。
and it's interesting to see his beginning here.
とりあえず飲みに
He
行こう
seems
ぜ。
like a very chilled back guy initially, but
付き合えよ
I mean, he acts as though he's got everything in. Pardon?
I don't think
ありがとうございました。
He is ambitious. He is ambitious for sure. You can see it from the beginning. Like I think one of the first few scenes in the game, I think it will just come next, is them just discussing on how they can climb the ranks of the Tojo clan. So for people who don't know, Tojo clan is the clan that these two are a part of.
行くぞ錦。
and the Tojo clan is partnering up with him.
Correct.
I mean, Tojo.
So our channel is Mad Dog underscore Tojo, and Mad Dog is something that we'll talk about more once we are further into the game. But the Tojo is basically the clan which I think most of the drama of Yakuza happens around.
しかしよ。お前も様になってきたよな。もう一発のヤクザ
There are a lot of good things about this.
今日の取り立てももう済ませたんだろ。これで風間のおやっさんも少し安心するか。
Really? Yeah, of course. Kenzan and Ishin, man. Ishin also is tough to find.
お前みたいに器用じゃねえからな。
何言ってんだ。こんなバカみたいな時代だぜ。楽しまなきゃ損だ。
It's gone, it's a pain, man. But I know both of us are planning to take a trip to Japan sometime. So,
年明けて
I mean, hopefully we can get our hands on a copy or two.
少しは器用になってきた。
No, that is something that we have to do. No questions
なら
asked.
まずそのみすぼらしいなりから変えてみな。
The thing with Genran is I tried to buy the other day.
お前もたまには50万のスーツでも着てみろよ。そうすりゃ世の中
That's sad.
もちった変わる。
So, for people who are wondering how long this game is, it's roughly 25 hours, if I'm not wrong.
風間
Round.
のおやっさんだっていつも地味な服着てんだろ。
Yeah, see, in this playthrough, we're not really planning to do the side stuff so much because we both done it before and we wanted to really talk about the game's crux, which is the story. So we'll mostly be doing a gameplay playthrough. If you wanna see something around the side stories, we do plan to get around to that, but sometime later, I guess.
このこじゃれたライターも俺んだ。そろそろ返せよ。
見え張りてんならケチケチすんな。
お前も本当は分かってんだろ。人は車のエンブレムと着ている服のブランド、そしてこの堂島組の大門を見て素直に言うことを聞く。
Plus,
ヤクザは
see, one more thing is that, I mean, we'd also want to kind of get a feel for the things before we head more into this.
仇の
I
くせ
mean,
し
this
て
is
悪
both
な
our
商売
first
するやつに
streams.
借りた金で遊びまくる。
But if things go according to plan, we are actually planning something, a lot of grand things actually, you
奴
know.
らにとっちゃ大金が全て。
We have a lot in store, we can assure you that.
それより飲みに行くんじゃなかったんだ。
おうおう、そうだったな。
Correct, across 5
たまには
consoles,
ピン
5,
ク通り
6
にでも行く
consoles.
か。あの辺りにいい店があるんだ。
My personal game library.
That's impressive. But well, one thing I was thinking we should do is we should do the side, the property tycoon and the cabaret club.
急ぐな。
This thing we should do those because they unlock those playing styles that are really amazing. Even though it's a grueling task, and Correct. I mean, it took me at least 10 hours each, or perhaps more, to get through those parts. And okay, so what do I gotta do? I gotta follow Nishiki. Where are you heading, Nishiki? You beautiful. Nishiki is a good-looking chap, isn't he? I mean,
おめえこの辺りの店ちゃんと出入りしてるか？当たり外れも含めて何でも知っとかねえとな。金ケチって溜め込むのもいいけど、こういうご時世だ。金は使いようで倍々に。
I know it's just the weather changed recently, but I'm good. Thanks for
その手
asking.
の情報をつかむには街で遊んでアンテナ張らねえとな。この街でしのぐってな。
So I think this is where we're the empty lot place where Kiryu committed his crime. It wasn't really a crime. He was just kind of shaking up the guy for money. Oh, please tell me this is the scene with Baku. Yes, it is Baku. They're so ridiculous, man. These small random characters who keep popping up in this game. Adds a lot of color to the story. I mean, the story is so grim. There are a lot of fun sub-quests in this, actually, sub-stories. Too seriously, correct. That is the meat and bones of the game. Like, there's a lot of juice as well, but it is. Oh, so coming to heat moves, man. This is one of the favorite parts of. This is one of my favorite things about this game. The heat moves are so fun to do, man. Like, there's a good number of them as well. There are too many to have a favorite though. I mean, as we go through the game, I guess we can take a vote on that as well. That's the sus. Oh, interesting, not bad. This is one of the best soundtracks. No, one of the best. It's a really good soundtrack. But there's way better soundtracks to come actually. I think one of the really good soundtracks comes in this particular mission, which is I don't want to I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Fair enough. So there isn't really a lock-on system in this. I mean, you can lock on, but I've never felt the need to. But for people who want to know, you press. Yes, you can.
I don't like to lock on.
It's not really useful. I finished the entire game without actually locking on a single enemy.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever used it outside.
Neither have I. Come on, get it over with. And let my man pocket boy. Let my boy Baku come in. But Rahul, you should get a headset, man. This is going better than I was expecting it to go, and I really want to play this game, at least to start off. Just to check how many people are watching this, because I think my screen isn't showing the right number.
How many actually?
One, weirdly.
So there are 3 people here.
So apart from us.
So there's this player called Ronnie Share. I don't know.
Pardon? I mean, let's do a shout out. I mean, these are the first. I mean, it's all gonna be memorable, right? Our first streamers. I hope they aren't bots.
Ah,
Irrespective, I mean, so Baku, one man Baku is here. I think Baku teaches us one of our playing styles. I think the rush style. But let's keep the focus on the stream. Kyodai. Okay, now he taught us how to basically upgrade our abilities. So we have Phoenix Sprint. So for people who don't know, in this game, the money system works in such a way that money is your currency in the normal world, but it's also used for upgrades. Correct. So it's basically like it's a currency you can use anywhere essentially. So, and also like this game really exaggerates the amount of money which is being spent, because I mean, in this game you end up with billions of yen, whereas in the other games it just struggle to make even millions. Yeah, but they really like exaggerated like comically. So it's almost a satire. It's almost a satire. But what I'm saying is, it is. Correct. And you see a lot of these colorful characters in this particular game, and you can see the streets. I mean it's really interesting to see how Kamurocho evolves as a city as time progresses. You can see it becomes way darker and grimmer, and it's way more bright in this particular game. I mean, those subtle differences.
Because if people aren't going to
Tak.
Correct.
見直して
錦山くん
Yo!
Correct.
なんだあいつら
So I mean, what I was saying was also that I mean, like one of the really good and really interesting visuals in this game is that when you beat up a character, money literally flies out of the character, and I mean, it really cracks me up all the time. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, do you just want to wait? Before that, Rahul, how do you check who all are streaming this video? I'm on the app as of now.
信じたいけどな。
そんなこと言うなよ。ほら、お小遣いだ。
やったー、信じてるよ。
女ってのは器用なもんだね。
ありがとう。じゃあまた後でね。待ってるよ、錦山くん。
いつの間にか大した顔じゃねえか、錦。
お前さ、俺があの女たちにまんまと小遣いせびられたと思ったろ。
Hey Rahul,
けど
are you back?
女とつながった
So for those who don't know, so this was my first game. I have become a Yakuza maniac, I would say, by this point. I started this game when I was in October. So funnily enough, I'm actually applying to the United States for a master's degree. So when I was actually applying, I had my GMAT, which is one of the most important exams, and it is a tough exam to give. I had it the next day, and I recall the previous day I was just playing Yakuza 0. And I had a great time, and when I was going towards the examination hall, I was just thinking about it, I'm going to finish the exam, I'm going to play Yakuza. I was so excited about it. And I mean it was great, but like that's what really got me through that whole time. And then I ended up playing Kiwami 2 after that, then 3, then 4. I tried a bit of Judgment as well, and it's just been 3 months since I started the first game, and I've already so invested into the characters and into the world. It is just too impressive for any series to actually suck anyone in at that kind of a pace, at that kind of a level. I mean, I just can't stop praising Yakuza, as you will basically understand. I think you will understand what I'm saying as I go through the game. I mean, as of now, it's just a start, right?
ても
俺は孤児だった。
いや、おめえが下でただおやっさん
よせよ。
まあよしカラオケでもして。
Oh my god, karaoke, man. This is one of my most favorite things. And funnily enough, like a lot of the really good songs on this soundtrack are from just pure karaoke. It has a very typical, you know, Guitar Hero kind of a format. You basically have to press buttons along to a rhythm.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, yeah. So, Judgment, man. We're all with Judgment. My god. Oh, it's fine, dude. Let's just have our fun. Correct. Yeah, we'll work it out, man. We should. This is a start. Look at how I'm killing it at karaoke, man. Oh fuck, I messed up. Yes, so money. Nari so beautiful. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Da-da-da-da. Do-da-da-da-da. Hey, na. So, you know. Justice breaking the law. Breaking the world. Come on, say. Once of her tenderness, breaking the law. Yeah, it's tough, dude. Shita, na 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 na, na 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 na. Ore tachiba judgment. Yes, I think that is the last one. This is the Brother Nishki edition.
No wonder it's just like
49. God, no worries. Okay. Oh, completion list. This is one of my best favorite parts of the game as well. I really.
Do you want to are you on Twitter?
I am, but I'm not really active on Twitter.
Do you want to
Nah.
promote your Twitch stream
Kiryu.
on Twitter?
We can do that.
おめえ
Right away.
Yeah,
ピンチだったんだな。
go for it.
Do it. Like, you need some people to watch the stream.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we're recording it as well, so it doesn't really matter. But it would be good to see have some streamers on.
俺はそ
I
ん
mean,
な
we're
に
trying our
バカ
best to give you guys quality content, and we will give you a lot of insights about the game, which you probably wouldn't be able to get yourself. And I mean, we pride ourselves on our knowledge of the gaming universe and knowledge in general. Correct.
行くぞ。 前から思ってたけど、おめえいい声してるよな。曲のチョイスは渋いけど。
悪かったな。流行りの曲はよく知らねえんだ。
Yeah, I mean, we're both doing well professionally, and I mean, none of us felt that need from a professional perspective to actually pursue. I wouldn't say a career. I mean, for me at this moment, it's more like a vacation.
それ周りにバレてんじゃねえのか。
Correct. I mean, can you elaborate upon that? Because I mean, I'm not really sure what you're talking about, and I would love to know more
マジ
about
で
it.
可愛い子が多いぞ。
おお、そうなんだ。
なあ、帰ったらチェックしてみろよ。案外ハマって俺より詳しくなるかもな。
さあな。
そのうち俺
So I mean, can you tell us more about that,
コ
Rahul?
ンサート行ってたりして。
お互い想像したくねえ姿だ。
だな。
Treated unfairly by Konami during the making of Metal Gear Solid 5 Japan history. Lot of content.
I did hear a lot of bad
な
reviews, you know.
おい、 なんだよ。全然
No, not bad reviews. I mean, like stories about how bad Kojima's experience was in that particular game.
情けねえこと言うなよ。それでも男が
So Death Stranding is made by which studio? Oh, you came up with the own studio. Interesting.
ただいま続報が入りました。若い男性の身元が判明したとのことです。死体で発見された男性は都内在住の会社員栗原太一さん32歳。
So I mean, I think
警視庁の調べでは栗原さんは金融業者数社から借金を抱えていたとみられ、今後
I'm a little late
関
on
係
that
者から
train,
事
but
情を聞く方
I
針
assure
です。
you, the train has not left the station.
カムロ町で殺
Scorsese.
よくある話だろうが。
いや、お前、夕べの取り立て、相手のこと結構痛めつけたって言ってたよな。
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't know Satya?
こちらが栗原さんの死体が発見された現場です。
ここって俺が取り立てした場所だ。
おいおい、お前、マジか。
いや、死ぬまで殴ったわけじゃねえはずだ。
この場所はカムロ町で人がごった返すネオン街からわずかに裏道を入った先にあります。ビルとビルに囲まれて人目につきにくい、かなりいびつな空間という印象を受けますが、栗原さんの死体はこのわずかに残る更地に倒れていたとのことです。
こいつ俺が取り立てたやつだ。
How do you feel
お前
about this?
本当に間違いねえのか。
I mean, it was a very weird starting of the game initially.
何やってんだ
So,
よ。
you start off a game,
相手殺しちまう。
you're part of a Yakuza gang, and you think it's going to be like all fun and games in the beginning, but just like hell falls loose on Kiryu very early into the game, and as a character I was taken aback, as a player I was taken aback. But the good thing is that the story picks up really fast.
At what point did it suck you in? Because
So I think that point will come for me. Will correct. So for me, I got sucked in say 20 minutes, I guess, around from this point of time in the game. I think when it does come, I'll mention that point.
この不始末につけ込まれちまうってこと
But after that point, it was literally impossible for me to put down the game. The game is quite unputdownable in that sense, right?
そうはいかん。どうしそのなんだ親さんの仕切ってた鳥羽、周到に場所変えてたのにいきなりありゃ組の事情に詳しい者が殺にチクで、それが誰かって言や、3人の若頭補佐の一人。
クゼの
もちろん証拠がでもその件で親さんが無所に行ってからクゼは偉い。そっか、分かった。
すまん。
Brother Nishiki.
do you think Yakuza is an open world?
It is. Kamurocho is. I mean, it's sandbox at least.
Do you think that there is a city that has so much personality?
I mean, it is modeled on a real life area in Tokyo called Kabukicho, right?
And
But is it similar?
this is the absolute down point in the game where you're supposed to find a payphone.
Yeah. I think in later games, one is able to save it from the pause menu, which I really prefer over this whole save phone thing. But I mean, what can one do?
Then my point is that sequence could have easily been avoided.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I won't look.
This is the answer. This is the. If I have to rank the missions that are assigned to the player, this stands as the absolute growth.
It's just the starting of the game, though. There's a lot more to go. So I'll have to now get a taxi. I mean, all these small things are there. Like, so I mean, the first chapter or two are actually to just explain you the game mechanics. So you know, you'll actually spend a lot of time just doing a lot of boring, so-called boring things. But it's important for you to pay attention because that's how you actually get into the whole game.
How do you feel about this?
I'm excited. The game is really going to kick off in like say 10 minutes. I mean, we hit the 40-minute mark. I think around the 58-minute mark if I'm not wrong. The game really explodes, man. It's going to be... I'm excited. Kiryu. My boy Kiryu.
Yeah, like this is where the game really starts picking up in sense.
It's like the beginning of the beginning. So I see some people are joining our stream. 2 people.
2 people have joined our stream. I'm not sure about that. There's this. Let me just see if these are bots or if they're.
Oh, ずいぶん待たしてくれるじゃねえか。偉くなったもんだな。おう、キリ。
Would you be disappointed if they turned out to be?
I know as of now I don't have any expectations.
Yeah, but we've not never really promoted anything.
Correct.
こんな昼間から当時は上の幹部がガン首揃えてお前を呼び出してあるよ。
Give me a second.
わかるよな。
The names of the bots. I have a list open here and.
カムロ町で見つかった死体の件
I'm in the stream.
ですか。
やっぱりてめえが。俺はゴロ
Have we named our stream anything?
なあ、クゼの兄貴。
Have we named the stream?
Have you named?
お前に取り立てを頼んだ金貸しから組に連絡があった。
Fine. I mean,
金貸し。
well, we'll quickly talk about these characters who are being introduced. I mean, a lot of people are being introduced suddenly.
These are the main antagonists.
あの社長に頼まれて片桐
They are the lieutenants of the Dojima family, which is a subsidiary of the Tojo
あい
clan.
つは自分のせいじゃねえって早速逃げ打ってやがったがな。たかが30万程度の小競りの取り立てで本性が下手打つとも思っていなかっただろうからな。真剣な金貸しとはいえ
He's a head honest.
まあそんなことはどうでもいい。理由がどうあれ仇をやっちまったっつうことはどう幕を引くか。だが
ちょっと待ってください。俺は。
ジタバタすんじゃねえ。安心しろ。仇切ったって相手も借金まみれのクズだ。臭い飯7、8年食えば事は収まる。俺に
掴まれた。
なあ殺しの方はそれでお上と手打ちする。
But yeah, I mean, this.
それより問
I'd
題
actually love to see a game on these
あの場
three.
所からどう人目をそらすかだが。
Make an older game talking about how they rose to power.
そうだ。
I would actually love to play that game. So there's also a long-running joke amongst Yakuza fans, you know, on how they want this game called Yakuza to be made about Yakuza. Then I'm telling you, I'm totally in for that, man. Oh, sorry.
どういう意味ですか。
これって
とぼけんじゃねえわ。おめえが知っておいゲリュまさか風間の頭の指示ってわけじゃねえ。
おやっさんの指示って。
聞かれたことだけに答えなんであの場所を選んだ。それに
じゃあか。
この後に見つかった人札はまだ公表してねえかな。
本当ですか。そうだ。
本当ですか。
だったら
もしその話が本当だとしたらお前は誰かにはめられたってことになる。
Rahul, are you there?
間違っても俺は銃を
と言ってるがどうします。嘘に決まってんだろ。おうキリ もう一度聞くぞ。
金貸しからの指示だったんです。あの場所に相手を呼び出すから少し
今言ったこと間違いねえな。
どうやら金貸しから話聞く必要。
とはいえうちのしかも場所は場所だ。どうする？
答えは
At this point we have 4 bots watching us.
Cousin Aniki. This is one of the best things to have done to you. Someone lights a cigarette for you, man. It's like
何が何だかわかんねえって面だな。
Yeah.
例の死体が見つかったあの場所はな、あそこは通称空の一坪って厄介な土地なんだよ。お前ら下っ端は知らねえかもしれないけど、堂島組長から俺ら頭補佐の3人に命令が出てたんだ。どんな手使ってもその空の一粒を手に入れろとな。
So I remember we were having a talk about the main menu, right? So the main menu was a screenshot of the empty lot.
隙間もない繁華街に偶然できた一粒の空き地だ。それを親父が欲しがってる。親が欲しがるものを差し出す。それが子分の義務ってわけだ。
Millennium Tower. The Millennium Tower is built at that position.
だがその場所で仇の死体が見つかった。
Correct.
あの土地が世間の目を引いちゃ地上げしようにも手出しが難しくなっちゃう。
Everything happened.
困った話
さ。That or Kamurocho Hills.
あの一坪にはな別の意味もあってな。堂島の親父に差し出したやつにはとっておきの褒美が用意されてる。
褒美？
おう、不在の風間の頭の後、堂島組次期若頭のポストだ。つまりあの土地は
I mean, I think probably at the 1 hour mark we'll get to actually see the game come alive.
最初はてっきり風間の頭とつながってるお前が俺らの邪魔するためにやったのかと思ってたが、その顔色じゃ何にも知りませんでしたってか。
Oh, I put in 70 hours, man. I actually did pretty much everything I could, like barring the few sub stories and certain mini games. But I just could you hold for a second, man? Just could you hold for a second? I'll be back.
頭は務まんねえだろ。おまけにだ、ガキの頃から育ててきた可愛い子分が理由はどうあれ仇をぶち殺しちまったとあっちゃきっちりけじめつけねえとな。
おやっさんは関係ない。それで俺も殺しはやっていません。
そういうことはサツに言え。つってもヤクザの言い分聞くほど連中も暇じゃねえだろうな。サツには今日中に実しろよ。それと縁故詰めとけや。お前も極道なら組長に挨拶しとかねえと筋が通らねえぞ。
I was just convincing my brother to lend me the TV for longer. This is actually going pretty well. You there, Rahul?
Yeah, of course I am. I heard what was happening and so.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you hear?
I'm glad that I don't have to.
Yeah.
Does it plan to?
Yeah, but you're in a good flow. I would not want to stop this at this moment.
Shouldn't he be watching the?
I don't know, man. He's not into the game, dude. He's not like us when it comes to Yakuza.
It's tough to get into it because it's required taste.
It's not too tough. I mean, I don't think anybody will not enjoy this particular game.
I mean, if you're talking about the type of game that you do.
Yes.
Basically, a FIFA and theories of the world.
There are no
Yes.
No.
I know, especially something like JRPGs.
Oi.
Very little appreciation or even awareness of it in India today. That's rad.
Seen as a luxury more than
Fair enough.
and take this into a different
No. Yeah.
そうだな。
That's true. I mean, I can speak for myself, Raul. Like, I too was going through a situation like that when I was in COVID. Had just started, and you know, I was actually alone in Bangalore for a good 3 months, and it was then that gaming was my main companion. You know, I used to play. I remember that time I used to play ACODC. That's another brilliant game, actually. No, I just have to beat her.
sounds like the name of a dog. I don't know.
It does. I think there was some character called Bruno, which was a dog. I think that's why that connection is there in our brain.
I'm not sure about that. Coming back to the whole mental it can help with mental
Oi.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
what it does is
Yes.
it opens up the mind to pressure, perspective, universal like and I have this belief that fiction is better than reality in video games.
So there.
Fair enough. I mean, for me, it is the ultimate form of escapism.
So there.
No, it's not for me, but if I do want to go into escapism, it's the best. You can really escape from the reality.
For me, it's more complicated than that in the sense that it superimposes itself on the reality. Reality
Yeah, I mean, no one's stopping you. I mean, we're fortunate enough to be from families wherein we are not really concerned about our. Oh, this is where Milliman Tower ends up being. It looks so different, man. Really, it looks so ugly actually. I think this is where that bar comes. No, Baku.
Young. So, and back in the 90s, the gaming scene in India was horrible.
Yeah.
Especially the late 90s.
うちの社長この人数
This is one of my favorite songs, dude. And what is the song called? I think the song is. What is the song called? Do you remember? Oh my god, I love these moves, dude. Okay, so we have earned some money. Do you want to just upgrade something? Okay, abilities. Do you want to upgrade Rush or Brawler? I think let's wait for Beast mode because that is my favorite mode. I want to spend. It's the most powerful for sure. But honestly, the ones I really like are Majima's. I really love Majima's Slugger and Breaker. Correct. Yeah, correct. Oh my god, now the story will actually start picking up a lot. You there, Rahul?
Yeah, of course I am. I'm looking at you.
信じられねえ。まさかここまでたどり着くかよ。
あとはあんただけだ社長。じっくり話を聞かせてもらう。
話？何の話だ？
I'll tell you what point it is for me.
今さらとぼけだって時間の無駄だ。なぜ俺をはめた？あんたの目的は何だ？
おい、近づくな。わかった。全部話す。だからちょっと待ってくれ。俺はあんたをはめる気なんてなかった。ただ人から頼まれた通りに動いただけだよ。あんたにあの場
And
所
now
で
they
取り立
switched
て
to
さ
a
せるようにって。
turn-based game, right? That's very similar to the
そい
Persona
つを
series.
頼んだのは誰だ？
その人は。
Go with the turn-based RPG style in the
クゼの
Yakuza
兄貴。
I just hated this, man. This whole distinction between Japan and other countries. I mean, it is the West's fault. It's not like it's the Japanese fault. But it's very sad that people like us also are deprived.
ギリお前何やってんだよ。殺に実するように言ったはずだろう。
Correct. And in a lot of cases, they're actually oblivious to the existence of the game, which is extremely sad.
Yeah, considering Sega was console when
やっぱちょっとなまってんな。
I started.
現役の頃はガキのしつけなんざ一発で済んだんだがよ。社長さん、ちょっと外してもらえませんか。この若いのに
Probably
説
like
教しねえとな
not no one probably actually. Like couple of people have said that they'll play it. I hope they do. I don't know, man. It's tough.
You're the only person who's heeded to my advice.
Really. I really am fortunate that I actually found this game. It's just so good, man.
So had you heard about this game before I mentioned it to you?
I had, but I'd never really given it much thought.
Was it mentioned in passing or was it mentioned
In passing.
Yeah, because I mean that's not going to work. This is the conclusion of the first chapter, isn't it?
No, there's a lot to go. I think there's at least 40 minutes of story to go.
Because I need to
おめえと錦山
to go
孤児なんだってな
and have my dinner.
I mean, just give it like some time, 20-30 minutes, and we should be done in that, and then you can probably go for dinner.
頭
20 minutes or so, I guess.
そろそろ
君殻の一つだが
Then we can continue after dinner.
I guess we should.
こうせ
I want to.
There is no. I love
いやさあ俺につくか
くせな
So this is a fairly long chapter, actually.
あんた
Yeah, I mean,
何
俺の
Correct.
ガキ
家具
Kuze felt disrespected in
Of course. Okay. What was this? Again, pay for it. Ah. Come on. Where is this? Oh my god. I don't know if I do, guys. I'm gonna whoop your ass. I think we may have to make certain upgrades because, I mean, towards the end of the chapter, we will actually have to face tough enemies. Correct. Don't want to spoil the surprise. Correct.
やっぱりお前からの呼び出しだったんだな、お前今どこに風間組の風間組今なんせ柏木さんはなるほどな
Oh, Kashiwagi-san. I love Kashiwagi.
お前の方はもう堂島組の事務所からはといろいろ
それ
分かった実は
He's a man of principle. Yeah.
クゼの俺も
And he's probably Kazama's like most loyal. Is he Kazama's Kyodai?
let's not get into that until we have to.
No, I'm curious, dude, because I do recall there was some. I mean, they are pretty close, and Kashiwagi is trusted blindly by Kazama.
Yeah, let's not get into that until it is absolutely necessary.
Cool. Okay, so now where do I go?
I mean, you haven't played the 5th and 6th edition.
Correct. I mean, is there some revelation about Kashiwagi and Kazama's relationship?
I am not surprised. I'm not spoiling anything.
Okay, that's good. I would ask nothing less from you. Yeah, it's unnecessarily ruining someone's experience. Oh my god, this ramen, dude. I'm feeling so hungry now after seeing this ramen.
よう桐生 早かったな。
すいません、柏木さん。
でんでんでん
お手をかけさせるような真
でんでん。
似しちまった。はい。
よく無事だったな。
What you can do is you can
お前が本家から呼び出されたってとこまでは錦山から聞いてる。
upload this and right after we're done.
Yeah, but I want to finish this chapter. Let's make one video, one chapter.
そっから先何があったか。
Or do you want to do like 2 videos per chapter or something like that?
クゼのおじきあたりが風間を裏切れとでも言ってきたんじゃねえか。
So you want to pause it at this point?
そうです。
Yeah, I mean,
どういうことなんです？
saved the game after.
殻の一坪で桐生が死なせた
So I'll
って
tell you
死
what,
体は
we'll
銃で
wait for
殺
it
さ
to
れ
reach a point where we can stop it, and I know
も
that
ちろん
point.
こいつがそんなことするわけ
We're in fact almost at that point.
つまり
So,
誰かにはめられたんだ。
We're almost at that point.
yeah, I feel we should stop it.
それもっと早く言ってくださいよ。俺はもう本当に兄弟が人殺しになっちま
I
った
mean,
のかと。
finish that part 1. Yeah, finish that part 1 of the box.
面倒なことになったな、桐
And
生。
in the meanwhile, I try to upload it onto
とにか
YouTube.
くクゼと何があったか全部話せ。
Kashiwagi.
なるほど。
Naruhodo.
つまり若頭補佐の三人衆が頭の座を争っている。
Naruhodo is like, I get it. No, I
風間
understand.
の親父がいな
I
いのをいい
see.
ことにな。
冗談じゃねえ。親さん以外に堂島の頭が務まるかよ。
Dojima Kajiranga.
落ち着け錦山。それより
So how many
クゼの話に出た殻の一坪だ。お前らが知ってる
So I
のは
learned
ほん
the
の触り
alphabet,
だ
I
ろ。
learned hiragana, katakana. I did not get around to actually doing much more than that, but I do plan
詳
to.
しくご存知なんですか。
まず今、カムロ町のある一帯に大規模な再開発計画があってね。堂島組
Yeah,
の
but
例
you
の
know,
若
it
頭
gives me
補
some
佐三人が
stress
食い
relief
争うよう
actually,
に
so
仕上
it's
げをし
actually
て
very beneficial that
そ
way.
れなら聞いてます。権利者バラバラの土地に根こそぎ買い漁った。
そうだ。だが、
それが殻の一つ。
や
Yeah.
所有者が行方不明らしい。
Kanji is just ridiculously tough.
ああ、一つ。
クゼ。
風間の親さんの持ってる情報って何です？
Kazama no Oyasa.
いや、
Oya is basically dad, right? Oyasa.
何にし
おめえら。
Mom is Kasa, dad is Oyasa.
組み
まさか
Oyaji is boss.
あの親さんが。
ハモン一
So
度。
Kazama is like a father to these guys, so that's why they call him
こ
Oyasa.
いつの
疑いを晴らすにはし
そう。
でもこのままじゃ桐生はむしろぶち込まれるんですよ。
I won't upload it right away, but we need to do some editing in that. We need to probably raise your voice a bit and, you know,
柏木さん。
as soon as possible.
とりあえず
but it could be by
何かいい手があるのか。
I'd like to see how
おやっさんに
because and
Correct.
一人でけじめつけるって
the hard part is
何する気だ。
I was actually thinking of a site to go along with it.
俺は
you're thinking of
今日限り堂島組を抜ける。
A website.
杯返して
yeah,
極道から足を洗う。
桐生、お前
今回の一件、とにかく俺一人の責任としてケリをつけるんだ。その後クゼを捕まえて真犯人の居場所を話す。
何言ってんだ。杯もらって3年経5体満足で足洗えるわけだ。最悪殺されんぞ。認めたかねえけど今仕切ってんのはクゼだ。それを袖にしたお前が組み抜けるっつってあいつが生かしとくと思うか。
杯返す先はクゼじゃねえ、堂島組長だ。それがまだ殺されてしまったわ
Are
け
you
じゃ
there, Rahul?
車回してくれ錦。これから組の事務所に行く。ふざけんなって。
I mean, this is a good point to pause the game. Basically now, our boy Kiryu is heading to the Dojima headquarters.
このまま指くえて見てるわけにはいかねえ。
Yeah.
やめろ、キリュウ。錦山の言ってることは正しい。
正しいかどうかなんてどうでもいい。所詮俺は風間のおやっさんについていくために極道になっただけの半端もんです。俺の不始末でおやっさんに迷惑かけるくらいなら俺にも覚悟があります。
おめえ舐めたこと言ってんじゃねえぞ。あ？俺の言うことが聞けねえのかよ。ああ、桐生。
ええ。たとえ風間のおやっさんが止めたとしても俺は行きます。
こんな。
So, I know Kashibaki was one of the toughest fights I've found in this game, dude. He's such a tank. I mean, sorry to spoil this, but we do end up fighting at some point in the game. I wouldn't want to say more than that, but he's a tank, man. The guy's old, but he's got his strengths on him.
At one point you're fighting everybody in the game.
Correct. Correct.
There is a sequence.
長い間お世話になりました。
Wherein you're supposed to fight 100 people.
My god. And what character you're playing as in this part?
You can guess as what character.
Kiryu?
Yeah.
Ha, of course. So I think this is a good point to stop the game.
Yeah.
Go and save it. Oh, it's right here.
I don't like the concept.
So congratulations, Rahul. We finished our first stream. How do you feel about this, man?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I really had fun with it. As fun as it is, I wasn't playing